All right, now for the headset or lav, they always going to be here on the left side of the board, right here. All right, now this box or this pouch has belt pack. Now there's nothing on it. There's no antenna. There's nothing plugged to it. The reason why it's like that is because you need to attach the antenna to it. Now there's a reason why the antenna needs to stay off. It's because if you don't, when you put it in here like that and you start moving left and right or up and down, it can damage this. So to extend the life of the belt pack, I always take it off and screw it back in, and this really is that simple. All right, now let's say somebody have or a female. Usually, female usually like to use the lab because of their shirt and their hair is probably too long. Or if a male wants to use it, that's fine. Now, the key point to do this is to attach it to the center of the chest right here, not to a side. Of course, sides works also, but there is a way to do it right. Now, for the center, like me as a man, I will put it right here, this height, and then I will try to run it either inside the shirt or the person have a jacket on it, that's fine. You can just run it straight into it. Now you have the second hole, that's where you plug this into here. Now it does have a way it needs to go, like it does have a direction. If you try it the other way, it's not gonna go. But find that the way it works is this black button here is facing out on here. It's always gonna go in that way. You push it, and then when it's time to take it off, you press this button first and you pull it out. You press the button and then you pull it out. All right? Now, this is for the lav. Now, for the headset. The headset is a little bit more tricky on how to do it. It may require some practice to get it right.
And Pastor normally likes this one?
He usually use this one. I usually put this on him. But it's the way you put it on so it doesn't keep always falling or touching you. That's the tricky part. But to put it together, I do the same thing. You want to do this here. All right, now this is the microphone here. All right. So let's look at it this way from your perspective. Let me turn it not this way. So that's the additional ear that I put in. And then I find out when you put it in, you just clip it. You just push it into it. Now this is kind of torn, that's fine. You push it in like this, and you clip on. And then from that point, what I try to do, I try to match the angles to look somewhat like this. All right, now, to put it on someone, you have to go over the ear, and you stretch out. Now, if you stretch out too far, it's gonna come out, but don't worry about it. If you have steady hand, you can put it back right away without any problem, because this can come out. If you have steady hand, you see what I do? I put my other finger in it to support it, and I stick it back in, and then we go good to go. Now, whenever it comes out, you need to make sure that it's not like twisted or bent and all like that. That's the tricky part. Now, when you put it on someone, you have to always, like, let me show you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show you here first. You stretch it out to make it tight, not the other way around. If you want to put it on someone's head, after you put it on someone's head, you stretch it out to make it tight, all right? Now let me show it on me. I'm gonna put it on me, then I'm gonna start stretching so it can reach. I'm gonna start stretching, 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 and then when I stretch, it gets to right here, all right? So, and I'm not done yet, Now with the cable, what I do with the cable is like an S on the person's back. All right, I don't know if I can do it myself, but let's go this way, and okay, there we go. I guess I've done this many times, huh? So you want the cable to go from here all the way around and then back again, and then you attach it this way. See, that's did I create the S?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the S. And then from that point, you go ahead and you connect the end to here. And then you attach the belt pack on the clip-on, and that's how you connect it to someone, either left or right. Now, this turn it on, there's only one switch, and that's the on. All right, I probably need to set that up. That's the on button and the off button, just one button at the top. And now, this part here, this part also is important. You don't want it too far away from the person's mouth, but at the same time, you don't want it too close, especially for men that have beard. It will rub against their beard the whole time they're talking. So what you want to do is you can actually form this or bend it, but if you wanted to make a band, don't make a band from one point and then twist it. You're gonna break. So you want to start up there and make a continuous twist until you get to the bottom. Always start here. If you want to go in, always start here and then twist it in instead of holding here and then make a twist or a turn. Also, height. The height is always somewhere around here of the person's mouth. If he goes too high, it's gonna be kind of crazy. If he goes too low, what's gonna happen is it's gonna sound muffled like this. So you wanna stay somewhere in the middle of where the opening of the mouth is, and that's the best way to have a decent sound. And let's book it apart.
And this is the channel?
Yeah, and the channel gonna be channel 33. That says belt pack. They all label. 33 says belt pack. Testing 1 2 1 2. Hey hey. Testing. So right now I'm in the house now, or in the speakers I would say. All right. So this is it. I'm gonna turn it off. Now when this microphone is returned, this is how you put it back together. First thing first, of course, when it come back to you, usually either you will go and get it from pastor or usher usually come and bring it here, and when they come in, they either put it on the board like this so we can find it. So what we're gonna do at this point is to take it apart. So to take it apart, this is what you do first. You grab the handheld, you pull the microphone off, and then you unscrew the antenna. And then from that point, you would go and grab your this pouch here, and you put it inside the pouch. And usually this live microphone will already be in there because you're not using it. And then this stays in here too. And you can zip this. Now, here's the other part that can be complicated. You all hold it together again, just like that. Push it back. Then you can pull this off of it. You can just pull it off. It will come off right away. And now I'm gonna make a loop with this cable. Okay. So I'll make a loop out of this cable. Make a loop. Let me hold it this way. And then from that point, open this. So I'll try to lay the microphone down and then try to hold it. It doesn't have to be super pretty and perfect as long as it's kind of holding it and the cable kind of cold. And the reason why you want to take good care of this is because it's very expensive, and then it can break easily if you don't do it the right way. And I don't know if I have a backup. So after you do that, put it back here, and then you are done.